Michael Gowan here, pregnant with possibilities. This was the first thing that I heard this morning when I was listening to my personal development. Every morning every day I try to listen to something that's positive, something that can influence my life, something that can keep me going in this crazy world. And he said, "You're pregnant with possibility." And I'm like, well, stop this one. That's not me because I'm a male and I'm not pregnant. And then I started listening even more. And what he was talking about was remarkable, and I want to share that with you today. And he started talking about Sarah. Sarah was an 80-year-old lady that was in the Bible, and God had told her that she was going to give birth to a child. And there was nobody else around her that at 80 years old had given birth to a child. There was nobody else around her to say, "Yeah, Sarah, I just did it. All of us are doing it. You can do it," anything like that. And he proceeded to talk about that story. And that's what I want to talk about with you today is every one of you are pregnant with possibility. Now, when you think about that, it's not the fact that you're physically pregnant, but think about when a lady's pregnant. Think about it first. You've got this child inside of you. And at first, most women, from what I gather, don't get sick at first. You don't see a difference. You don't really know that anything's going on unless they told you the first week or month or two, or whatever it may be. They don't really see anything, but there's this child, there's this life, there's this potential, there's this awesome baby that's growing inside of them. Even at a day old, it's a child, by the way. And at a week old, in 2 weeks and 2 months, there's this child, there's this life growing inside of them. And nobody sees it, but they believe in it. They know that it's there, and they keep pushing forward. And it's the same thing with you inside of you. And in each one of you, there is possibility, there's potential, there's greatness, there's goals and dreams and desires and aspirations and things that you want to do and things that you long for to be your very best spiritually, physically, financially, health-wise, whatever it may be that's inside of you. But with this life, so many of us, we give up on that. So many of us let other people beat us up. So many of us just give up because life is tough. We give up and we settle for average, and we complain and we moan and we groan, and we don't let that potential, that possibility that's within us grow. We don't surround ourselves with other people. And this is the reality of it that I want to share with you today. When a lady's pregnant, it's the toughest part. What I see is right before they're giving birth and when they're giving birth. Thank God I'm not a woman. I would not want to go through any of those things. But it's the toughest right before the life is born. It's the toughest right before all that potential is seen before everybody else. All that potential that's been inside of her. It's the toughest right when all of this is coming to. And it's the same thing with you. It's the toughest right when you're about to have a breakthrough. Today I want you to think about this. You've got so much potential inside of you. You've got dreams, desires, goals, aspirations, and things inside of you that you long for. Greatness. God didn't create certain people and say, "You've got potential and you don't. I'm going to put this dream inside of you and not you." No, every one of us has it inside of us. But are you willing to fight through the tough times? Are you willing to keep pushing and keep going and never give up, even when this life is tough? I don't care if you're 8 years old or 80 years old. You should never give up fighting. Never give up fighting. You're pregnant with potential. But will you share that potential? Will you push through that potential? When the labor pains start hurting, will you give up? Will you fight through until that life is seen, until that life is born? I hope you have a great Friday. I hope you find that potential inside of you, and I hope you never give up on being your very best, fighting for better days ahead.